Dun 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 dun! Christ Chapel Youth on Fire! Weekly Devotional numero tres. That's right, guys. Here we are back for week number 3 of our devotionals. So last week we kicked things off with Psalm 100, right? And we dived into this idea that being thankful isn't just a word thing, okay? It's a heart thing. But this week we're going to kick it up a notch with Psalm 95. So this chapter is all about friendships and gratitudes and how they're like the ultimate power duo. You know, those friends who you've been with, they've been with you through thick and thin, and they're like your built-in gratitude partners, right? Reminding you that you're never alone on this wild ride that we call life. Well, sometimes we mistakenly think that gratitude is a feeling, right? And gratitude might make us feel a certain way, but it's more than just an emotional response, all right? Gratitude is actually a choice. It's a mindset. I know Paul said it was an attitude, and it is. And it's also a discipline to pay attention to the little things in life. It's also kind of like a muscle in a way. It needs to be exercised, just like everything else. When it's exercised, guess what? They get bigger, right? So it's kind of like a ball rolling down a hill in a way. It gains momentum the longer that it rolls and the faster it goes. And one of the ways that we learn to develop this discipline of gratitude is through worship, right? Worship is one of the ways that gratitude overflows in our lives. So I encourage you to go out, read Psalm 95, okay? And think about the following ideas after you've read it. The psalmist encourages us right away from the start to really pay attention to what God is saying to us. Sing from the heart, recognize the incredible creator, show humility, and tune into what God is saying, right? Gratitude is like dancing through life with joy and connection. Gratitude's internal, and it overflows outward into our lives. Worship is the overflow, and worship connects us to gratitude. So as we head out of here, let's remember that gratitude isn't just about saying thanks, right? It's about making thankfulness a part of our everyday lives. So to reiterate all of our Sunday night topics that we've been talking about lately, that we should be thankful for the good things and also thankful in the bad things. Let's remember that story about Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego? Well, they weren't spared the fiery furnace, right? They got thrown in it, right? But they were spared in the fiery furnace, right? Daniel, he wasn't spared the lion's den, but he was spared in the lion's den. You see, many times we pray for God to spare us from all these problems in life, but those problems actually help us to gain understanding, patience, strength, and even increases our trust in Jesus after it's all said and done. So for me, God didn't spare me from the hospital. He spared me in the hospital, right? So what's your story about God sparing you in these problems that we face in life? Maybe God didn't spare you from that thing that you've tried to pray away, but he certainly spared you in it, I promise. And he has even bigger plans for you still. I mean, you're still going, right? As long as you wake up, it's a great day. So show your gratitude through worship, and I hope to see you guys on Wednesday night for worship and Sunday morning and nights for worship. Catch you on the flip side, y'all.